Good evening, traders. It is 9 p.m. Eastern Time, February 23rd. Welcome to another video with Digital Goatz Academy. I am your host, Antoine Farah, and I'm excited, guys. I'm excited because of pretty much what we've been, tracking in the market throughout these past couple of weeks. It looks like it's revealing itself. When I look at US 30, the fact that I see it starting to actually show bullish signs, that's good. The only thing that I noticed is that when we opened up, let me go ahead and back out well, no, this is a good time frame to start off. So when we opened up, the market gapped. It gapped open, right? Now I don't think this week the market is gonna net well, I wouldn't say this week. I don't think the market is gonna recover this gap tonight. I think the momentum is true to the upside. So what I think is that the market will probably maybe Tuesday or Wednesday want to come back to the zone. Possibly Wednesday is what it did last time it presented something like this. So that's what I'm thinking. But this is good signs because remember, if you go back to my video where I said I'm looking at US 30 to come down to 43.2. It came down to 43.32. So that's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I always talk about like it does you're never gonna be on point, but close enough it's in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And it was next to that, it's a bullish candle on the daily time frame. It's next to that candle that we identified. I think that was last week. So it's lining up to my predictions, not to mention it covered the body of this candle. That makes me more confident than seeing if it would have stopped at this body, knowing that we have this long wick over here. So far, so good. So as far as we're looking at, guys, this is our new point of support, right? Unless the market breaks, which we do still have support lower, but this is the previous high of that consolidation area. You see that? This is the previous high of that consolidation area. Again, turn into a line chart, see if it makes sense. Again, look how the market, it's not pretty, and obviously you gotta be in the market to see, but look how when you turn it to a line chart, how clearer the image look. Look at this. Look at this valley right here. The market retested, just took off. So now we have an image, something like that. The only difference is that we have a gap. Oh, my mistake. I didn't make this the right color. How come that's there we go. So we did identify a gap on our time frame. I don't even if it were to collect this gap, I think it'd be just a percentage and not that full on blow through that we normally see. But I don't even know if it's gonna even care about returning to this gap anytime soon. When you look at the change, excuse me, when you look at the change, you just see that US 30, all indices really, but US 30 specifically, it's already up $182 and it's only been 2 hours, no, 3 hours since the market opened where you could actually get in a trade. Yes, it's been open since 5 p.m., but your broker only allows you to trade unless it's crypto at like 6 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know what that is for everybody else, but 6 o'clock Eastern time, guys. So we're already up again. You see it climbing. I mean, you're seeing it live right now. Well, it won't be live for y'all right now, but when you see it, you'll see the video. It's up $188 and climbing 189. And I'm not saying that that's not going to trigger like eventually, probably around like 2 a.m. We'll probably see some type of reaction that may pull back. But I don't think if the market was to like, do a retest, not here, but like as it pushes up. I don't think we'll see that until New York, like well, pre-New York. So like 6 a.m., 7 o'clock, probably 7:30. That's normally when you have like a reaction and stuff. Definitely 8:30. And then opening bell is just gonna be chaotic. So I mean, we everything's pretty much docile in the market as it normally is on Sunday. But I do think, look at this thing, man. It jumped up to 196, man. Those are good signs that we want to see as far as at least establishing some type of structure that identifies what we're trying to look at. Again, we're not going to be perfect in this market. You're not going to be precise all the time, but when it starts showing these things that you're expecting, or when we start, analyzing the charts and stuff, and it starts revealing stuff that we're like, okay, this is where I want the market to come down to. It gives you a little bit more boost of confidence, like I said before. So yeah, man, like if y'all just play your cards right, everybody should be able to eat off of these opportunities. Again, just be wary, knowing that, with this gap down here, you know what the market likes to do, go bull, bull. And then you know what? Out of nowhere, I hit a previous low, and then I bring the market all the way down here for that retest and then push back up. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I just throw those things out there because it could happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get just lost in like profit, you know what I mean? Or lost in the direction, mainly the direction, because everybody can make profit within this market. It's just about you get too wrapped on that direction, whether it's buying or selling. And you got to expect that the market will try to manipulate or recover something that maybe you didn't pay attention to. Good thing, again, stay orientated to whatever currency pair that you're trading, guys, because this, and when I say guys, I mean everybody, but I'm a refrain from saying that, but traders, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, man, I lost my train of thought actually going into that. Oh, but just, well, yeah, basically expect the unexpected, but also don't get so paranoid behind that you start making mistakes. Just understand that the market is designed to take our money in order to grow its money. You know what I'm saying? So just pay attention to that stuff. Same thing that I talked about with Bitcoin. I'll just mention that I believe that Bitcoin was actually going to shoot up based off of my previous highs. So it broke out of this structure. I don't think it's validating the structure anymore. I did want to see it push down again, but it looks like, Bitcoin is wild. You see all this inconsistency right here. But overall, the move still looks bullish. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did want it to create a better form of structure down there, but it's been maintaining this consolidation pattern. And I don't think the consolidation pattern, because it like came from consolidation. So the fact that this is consolidation or a range, and then you go into consolidation after a range, I think it's basically trapping people in to believe that we're pushing down and we're going to shoot up. I do think that it's still going to recover, but I think it's going to blow past this before it tries to recover. We may see, 74K, but who's to know? You know what I'm saying? But this is good signs, meaning that it's still opportunity for people to buy into it, because if it does go to these ridiculous numbers that some of these experts or some of these big figures are saying, like, I forgot who's the guy, but I'm sure you saw it out there in the community, that this guy was saying that Bitcoin within like 2030, 2027, something like that it can go up to 700K. That's insane to me. But seeing how the market has been, responding these past couple of years since I got introduced to trading, it seems it's not far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? It's not that far-fetched as it may seem. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it'll be like a hide and seek process. Like the market will show its hand a little bit, then go and make people uncertain on its direction. But at that same time, it'll still be going up. So we could see 200K by next year. I'm not in the game no more saying that can't no longer be a possibility. But again, because I'm a trader, like I'm gonna look at the market, how it responds. I'm gonna see what type of negative news, because a lot of stuff in crypto, it's not clear cut because there's not a lot of economics on crypto. It's very new compared to like US 30 and, NASDAQ, and even some of these currency pairs, gold, like it's super new. So there's not a lot of economic data on it to really gauge fundamentals off of it. The only thing you can go with is who are these big time investors, who's investing in it at the time. Like BlackRock or Apple, you know what I'm saying, following that type of news to see, okay, are we still positive or are we looking? Because major, like with that Sam Freed FTX thing, you know what I'm saying, that was just something to implement in the market to make it come down. Like it needed a correction, and it really does need another correction after going up like this. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're up, so we know that the market is obviously bullish overall. It's just, is it going to pull back to lower levels, or is Bitcoin just this anomaly that only consolidates instead of like pulling back? You know what I'm saying? So our other traditional pairs or traditional market fundamentals, the market will pull back to these lower levels, like traditionally, instead Bitcoin or cryptocurrency overall. When I say Bitcoin, I'm talking about cryptocurrency overall, but the index of it, you know, once it goes into consolidation, then it, you know, takes off instead of just, you know, like I said, traditionally pulling back, as people say. So yeah, I'm looking at it, and then when I, you know, back out, this whole thing was consolidation. And what do I say about a move with consolidation, traders? If you followed me, whenever I see a move from like, this is consolidation, but it broke out. But this was the move that pushed up. So whenever I see consolidation after a move, like a trending move, this was a trending move right here. To me, I still think that this thing is up. So we should, but with it having like these double consolidation points or double ranges, it should want to come back after it breaks out. So Bitcoin should get extremely bullish, and that will give its equity in order for it to correct. Remember, the market has to go up before it goes down. So if it goes up, that makes sense that when it starts coming down, if it were to come back to 74K, that just makes sense over the fundamentals of the market, or the foundation, excuse me, the foundation of the market. But that's my time. I wanted to keep this very short. And the only thing that I wanted to do is that I didn't push out a weekly review of the market. So I just wanted to establish like what happened last week, but also like what the potential is this week. I mean, the market cleared out the information that we needed to see. So everything is really about like timing and positioning. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you can see that the market is up, or, you know, for other currency pairs, the market is down. Oh, I did want to touch on the dollar too, real quick. Now that I said that, dollar's bullet. I mean, not bullet. Excuse me. The dollar's bearish, meaning that it's selling. It violated that pattern that I was looking at last week, and it's actually respecting these data points that we drew up. So it's following the foundation that, you know, when we identify these gaps, like the market. Now that I'm looking at it on a daily time frame, it's clear as ever. The market is pointing down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said that if the market was to possibly push back up, I said it had to be like at this structure right here. This would be the first point of contact for support structure. So again, remember, normally if it respects this as support, the market should react to that. So the dollar should want to like bounce off of this a little bit, maybe even come back up here, but it should want to bounce off of this and then continue pushing down. It shouldn't want to, unless there's something I don't know, which that's very possible. It shouldn't just blow through straight, but that's also a good sign, because if it does, that means it's definitely coming back up here to test some of these levels, to test and then continue pushing down. So I'm not saying no, the dollar's overall bearish, just that it's finally making that correction, because like what was that, October, September? Again, last September 2024, the market just straight got bullish from there, and we haven't had no correction. The DXY is more of a currency pair like GBP, USD. It follows those foundations. So it should react to this, but the overall move should be down. I mean, turn it to a Hakanashi candle. Where are we at? How come it's not further up here? I feel like it should be further up there, but whatever. So we see a lot of red now. We came from green. We see a lot of red now. And again, you want to start with where, I know we see this, but you want to start with where the market is at and work your way back. So we have to respect what's going on now, which is a lot of sellers, a lot of bears are in the market right now for the dollar. And that makes sense, you know, with the news with, Trump and his tariffs and whatever chaos, is out there that's causing negativity to be reactive in the market. Who knows? This data could have been stuff from last year that's now getting, fitted into the market as we always talk about. So, just looking at the technicals, the dollar's pushing down, which would make US 30, well, as far as we see now, is making US 30, NASDAQ, S&P go up. We saw that with GBP USD. I thought it was going to respect that selling position that we were looking at. I didn't. This is where I say you need to stay familiar with your currency pair that you're trading aggressively, because you'll start distorting your own information because you're looking at too many pairs. So because I was looking at GU and my expectation was it to kind of react off of like how US 30, it went against, I mean, we identified it overall, like, hey, on the weekly time frame, it's bullish, but I thought it just might have want to come down and create a new form of support, which it's validating the weekly support that we identified. But now it's playing to the weekly candle now, you know what I'm saying? So GBP USD, or the British pound against the US dollar, is bullish now. You know what I'm saying? And it's represented by what we see against the DXY, the US dollar index, right? So that's all my time for today, guys. Appreciate, well, traders. I'm a refrain from saying that. Traders. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, this will be on YouTube. Nobody was able to catch this live, but I'm gonna go back live soon because I finally moved into my place, guys, for real. Like, so I'm excited about that. I have the space that I need. I just need to get settled. So drop a like button. I mean, hit that like button, drop a comment, guys. Anything helps. And always subscribe, man. I'm definitely needing those subscriptions to go up. I'm putting out a lot of content, and I do see the views. So I'm definitely excited that people are actually like tuning in, but definitely help me, guys, grow my channel. You know what I'm saying? That is, I said, it's going to open doors for me to do more for the community, as well as the viewers and stuff. So appreciate you guys. This is Antoine Farrell signing out. I will see you guys Tuesday.